Although most of the documents that we'll be using as sources will be coming from FamilySearch Records, sometimes we're going to find key documents elsewhere which are crucial to creating the chain of evidence. The record image for a new source can be found in Ancestry and other partner sites, other internet sources, hard copy certificates, newspaper clippings, family Bibles, letters held by family, book pages, family tree charts made by older members of the family, and transcribed oral traditions. They can all be used, but must be converted into digital format and include sufficient source citation data to allow those that follow to evaluate their reliability. To attach such a source, we first need to go to the person page for the individual referenced in the source. Then click on Sources to bring up the list of sources attached to this person. At the top of the list are the words Add Source. Click on Add Source to begin to create the new source. Three options appear: Add New Source, Add New Memory Source, and Add from Source Box. The Add New Source option is used to bring in a web page as a source. Every web page has a unique address called a URL. This is located in the upper left-hand corner of the web page and consists of a long series of letters and numbers, often beginning with https:// followed by the website's name. The URL is captured by first left-clicking with the mouse over the URL. This highlights the whole URL. Next, a right-click over the highlighted URL copies the URL into your clipboard. Then the saved URL is pasted into the block for the URL in the new source creation page. After all required information has been completed on the source creation page, click on Add to save the source. Once the source has been successfully saved, clicking on the icon in front of the source title brings up the web page for whoever needs to view it. There are two difficulties that must be considered in using this method. The first is that if the URL is ever changed by the website owner, the link is broken and the image will be lost. The second is that when an account registration is needed to view the data on the original source, anyone without an active registration for that site or is not signed in at the moment will be unable to view the website and therefore the information. The second one we'll discuss is Add a New Memory Source. This is used when we have captured an image from a scanner, printer, cell phone, snipping from an image on a computer screen, and so on. We typically capture the image as a JPEG or PDF format and place it where we can find it again on our computer. Typically, do it into the desktop directory. The image is attached by first clicking on the Upload Memory button within the Create Source page. We then find the memory file by using File Explorer, highlight the file name, and then click Open. This brings the image into the Create Source page. As this page is finished and the Save button is clicked, the source is created and attached to this individual, and the image is copied into the memories gallery for the user. This is typically how we create sources from book pages, certificates, newspaper clippings, transcripts, letters, and family tree sketches. But it can also be used when we have captured a screen image using a snipping tool, print screen, or similar tools. The method overcomes the limit on access to the source by non-registered users and the potential of a changed URL breaking the link. For both of the procedures, the rest of the steps needed to create an acceptable source on the source page are the same. They include first, entering the year of the event into the event date box. Next, we need a title which describes what the event was, where and when it occurred, and who was involved. This is entered into the source title box. The third step is to enter the URL into the web page or click on the Add a Memory button and upload the image file. The fourth step is to enter an explanation into Where the Record is Found box. This is who is the owner of the original information or document. Fifth step is to provide information in the Describe the Record box with sufficient detail to allow others to evaluate the source and find it again if necessary. The Reason to Attach Source box is optional but can help those that follows. The Select the Information or Events in this source box is also optional but can help those that follow to understand which sources directly relate to each event as proof. The final step in creating a source is to click on the Save button. Sometimes one of these created sources can provide key evidence for more than one person. When this occurs, before clicking on the Save box, be sure that the Add Source to My Source box is checked. If you have no plans to reutilize this source, make sure to uncheck that box. Checking the box places a copy of the source into a temporary folder unique to you called Source Box, allowing that source to be reutilized later for a different person. The third option that is in that initial list is Attach from Source Box. Clicking on Attach from Source Box brings up a list of the sources currently in your individual source box. Clicking on the Attach box across from the chosen source immediately connects a copy of that source to the person for whom the person page is open. Once you've attached a copy to each appropriate person and family tree, remove the no longer needed source from the list in source box. An additional option also exists for those that are working for researching and organizing their data in one of the partner sites. A section of your tree from the partner site can be linked to a similar section in Family Tree. At that point, the sources attached to the person can be downloaded from the partner site, for example, Ancestry.com, to the same person in Family Tree with a click of a button. The difficulties are threefold. First of all, the attached sources come across, or all of the attached sources come across, including many that are already present for the person in the family tree. This tends to clog the system with unnecessary duplicates. Second, the source is going to have to be edited to provide a more effective title in order to make the information findable in the family tree source list. And third, we have the same problem as the URL sources, in that if a registration is required to view the information in the original site, the details will be blocked for all non-registered viewers as they try to view the image in Family Tree.